The tale of Omatsu Daigongen dates back to the Edo period and is said to have occurred between 1681 and 1686. The village of Kamamura had been suffering from poor harvests for years. To alleviate the village people's suffering, the village headman, Sobe, borrowed money from his neighbor, a wealthy man named Sanzaemon Nogami. To secure the deal, Sobe offered Sanzaemon the use of part of his land for rice cultivation. As the agreed-upon date for repayment neared, Sobe noticed Sanzaemon passing by. He hurried outside and handed the money he had borrowed to Sanzaemon. Because this was a chance encounter, Sanzaemon could not provide an official receipt. Sanzaemon assured Sobe that he would send a receipt soon and returned home. Soon after this encounter, Sobe fell ill and passed away. After Sobe's death, his wife, Omatsu, asked Sanzaemon for a receipt for the money that her husband had paid. Sanzaemon refused, but Omatsu was persistent. She continued to ask for a receipt until Sanzaemon claimed that he had not received the money and usurped the mortgaged land from Omatsu. After much deliberation, she asked the local magistrate for his help. The magistrate was immediately taken by her beauty and tried to talk her into offering herself in exchange for his help. Omatsu declined. Upset by this denial and influenced by bribes from Sanzaemon, the magistrate made a ruthless judgment and dismissed Omatsu's claim. Despairing at this unfair turn of events, Omatsu decided to make a final protest by directly appealing to the domain lord. One day in January 1686, she cut into the ranks of the lord and his subordinates while they were walking down a street. Standing before the lord, she appealed to him for justice. In those days, a direct appeal to domain lords by common people was considered a serious crime, punishable by death. Omatsu was sentenced to execution on March 15th. In the months before the date of her execution, the only solace that Omatsu found was in her pet cat. She loved this cat and told it all of her suffering and grudges before she was unjustly executed. After Omatsu's tragic death, the monster cat appeared at both Sanzaemon's house and the magistrate's house. This monster cat caused all sorts of unusual incidents, resulting in disaster for both families. Nowadays, people come to visit Omatsu Daigongen Shrine to commemorate Omatsu's tragic life and honor her fearless pursuit of justice at all costs. She is now revered as Omatsu Daigongen and dwells with hundreds of thousands of cat figures in this shrine dedicated to her memory and that of her beloved and faithful cat. There are various examples of cat-related folk stories in Japan. Omatsu Daigongen, Arima, Nabeshima are three of the most famous stories, and all feature monster cats and themes of revenge. The cat's name, by the way, which is told in the Japanese version of the story, but not in the English, was Mike. Mike is the Japanese word for a calico cat. So she's known now as Omatsu Daigongen. Omatsu was simply her name. Daigongen means great gongen or great incarnation. Gongen is the Japanese word that's used to refer to Japanese deities, Japanese kami or gods, who are thought to have been incarnations of Buddhist deities who prepared Japan to accept Buddhism and protected the people and educated the people and led them in the correct ways until Buddhism came to Japan.